What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up that flag. Family, I need you to smash up the like, smash up the like, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, that's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm going in, but before I do that, I am going to give a few shout outs to the early birds. You dig what I'm saying? What's up, Belinda? Who is that? Titan Hall. Awesome boy. Ruth Robinson. What's up, Ruth? Blacksburg, Virginia, checking in. Dave Gonzalez. What it do, Dave? Glenn Dean. What's up? What's up, Mark Taylor? Gilbert Gaines. Aaron Peace II. Boy, got some legacy going on over there. Joe Johnson, what it do? East St. Louis, Joe Mama. East St. Louis in the building. Yeah. Okay, fam. I'm going in. You may have heard about this case. This is a wild, wild west case right here, family. Put a picture up of young lady right there. Woman on the screen, family, is Brittany Watts. Brittany is finally speaking out after news broke over the charge she faces in connection to a miscarriage she suffered in her own home. Oh, fam, you gotta buckle up. This is a wild one. This is a wild, wild, wild ride. Brittany said that after she talked about how she felt after failing to deliver her baby and the subsequent felony charges she now faces as a result. She said that she was distraught, heartbroken, empty, literally and figuratively, so to speak. Now, Brittany is 33 years old. Brittany she was admitted twice to the hospital during the third week of September before her miscarriage after experiencing severe cramping and bleeding. The outlet reported this. However, after having to wait for hours in the hospital room during those visits, she left. Now, family, let's talk about that for a moment. How many times have you been somewhere, and even though it was serious, and I know this is very serious, pain is serious, but you left after waiting for so long. In this situation, though, Brittany was told by the people at the hospital that her baby, her fetus, was not going to survive. In fact, they said that the fetus was already dead. So Brittany felt that it was time, ain't nothing I can do about it. So she left. She left the hospital. And when she got home, she miscarried. She suffered a miscarriage. She tried to flush the fetus down the toilet, but it made the toilet overflow. So she tried to put on a good face for her family and go to her hair appointment that she had already scheduled. Once she got there, her stylist realized that something was wrong, and she called her mother. Her mother showed up, and the mother took her to the hospital. Brittany thought she was going in there for an evaluation, and she would be released. But when she got there, family, let me let you hear I'll tell you what one of the nurses at the hospital did. The nurse called the popos, and said this, call 911. This is the hospital labor and delivery at St. Joe's, and I need to speak to an officer about a case that I have here. She was sent here with bleeding on Tuesday, and that night she left against medical advice. She came back in on Wednesday, still bleeding, and said, maybe I do need to be seen. So we readmitted her, and we were talking to her, talking through everything, and she disappeared. The nurse told the dispatcher that Brittany told hospital staff that she put the fetus in the bucket and left the bucket outside the home. When police went to Brittany's house, they discovered the fetus was still in the toilet, removed the toilet, and seized it as evidence. It wasn't until some weeks after that Brittany was charged with abuse of a corpse. So we got a lot of pain and a lot of emotion, and we have a terrified woman. There's so many things going on with her, and she's trying to handle all of this stuff at one time. Brittany says she felt the range of emotions wash over her when she learned a grand jury decided to charge her. She said when she was arrested, she felt anger, scared, betrayed, confused, nervous. Every negative emotion you could conjure up in the English language, she said she felt. During Brittany's preliminary hearing, a forensic pathologist testified that no injuries were found on the fetus and that the fetus died before passing through the birth canal. This is what Warren Police Chief Eric Merkel said in a brief statement about the investigation. The Warren Police Department received a call from the hospital regarding this incident. We investigated it and then consulted with prosecutors in the Warren Municipal Court. They allowed the charge to be filed. The prosecutor's office makes the final determination whether not charges are found, whether or not charges are found. A preliminary hearing was held on the case, and the judge determined there was probable cause to send this case to Trumbull County Grand Jury to review. 2 city council members are standing on Brittany's side in the matter, and they want the police and the city's prosecutor's office to handle the case differently, and rightfully so. Perhaps y'all didn't hear me, so I'm gonna say it again, fam. 2 city council members are standing with Brittany, and they want the popos and the prosecutor's office to handle the case differently. At least somebody got some damn sense. Man, what the hell is going on with people? The woman clearly suffered a miscarriage. And I'm gonna tell you something, fam. This is one of the main reasons why men should not be making decisions on women's bodies. Let me show you what the judge looked like. This is a dude who thought that it was cool to go ahead on and try the case. He thought it was good. The Klan jury decided it was sufficient charges, or sufficient evidence to charge. I said the Klan jury. Nobody in the police department said, wait a minute, man. We're not going to do that. Nobody had enough sense at the hospital, at St. Joe's, at ragged ass St. Joe's to say, you know what, man? The woman had been through enough. She lost her baby. Okay, she didn't properly handle the corpse. She didn't properly handle the fetus when she realized that she had miscarried. But she didn't kill the baby. She's being charged with abuse of a corpse. I get it. I get it, fam. It's against the law. I get it. That's against the law. But damn, man, do everything that's against the law have to be prosecuted? See, people without moral flexibility scare the hell out of me, because they be the main ones who got stuff to hide. I bet you that prosecutor got a lot of stuff to hide, got demons. That judge got demons. I bet you the cops who arrested her got demons. Somebody, sheriff, lieutenant, somebody should have said, hey, man, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. So many uncivilized mutts running rampant, masquerading as public servants. The number one job of the prosecutor's office is public safety. Now you tell me, how is prosecuting this woman, going to keep the public safe? Somebody explain that to me. How does prosecuting this woman keep the public safe? How does sending her to jail, how does making her scrape up money for attorney fees keep the public safe? If you really want to keep the public safe, get rid of the judge. Get rid of the Klan jury. Get rid of the prosecutor. That's how you keep the public safe. Going into the comments. What's up, Miss Jazzy? I see you. What it do? Sissy May. What's up, Sissy May? Glenn Dean, what it do? So, fam, I don't know. Maybe it's me. So I'm going to go ahead on and take a quick poll. Let me check the temperature. Give me a thumbs up if you think that Brittany should go to jail. Thumbs up if you think she should go to jail. Thumbs down if you say hell no. Free Brittany. Let that woman go. Free Brittany. Give me a thumbs up if you think that she should go to jail. Thumbs down if you say hell no. I want to talk directly right now to the individuals that have been tasked with public safety in Ohio. Specifically in the town that this happened in. Do y'all have any shame? Are y'all capable of shame? St. Joe's, y'all some hoes. The chick who called the police, the woman, first of all, she's sitting up in the damn hospital. She's sitting in the around in the waiting room, in the emergency room, in pain. She tried to do the damn right thing. Y'all sorry asses wouldn't let her. How long y'all wanted to sit there and just sit in pain? And then, because she didn't do what y'all told her to do, just sit here and wait till we get around to you. Just sit here for several hours and hours and hours indefinitely, and perhaps we might get around to you at some point. Because she didn't do that, y'all felt some kind of way. That's what it was. That's really what it was. Because let me go back to the nurse's complaint, fam, when she did the 911 call. This is what the nurse said. This is the hospital labeled delivery at St. Joe's, and I need to speak to an officer about a case that I have here. She'd already decided she got a case. She was sent here with bleeding on Tuesday, and that night she left against medical advice. She left against medical advice. The only medical advice that she got was that her baby was going to be born still, that it would be a stillborn baby, that the baby wouldn't survive. That's all she got. That's all the information they gave her. Oh, you wanted her just sit and wait in the waiting room indefinitely in pain. She said she was sent here with bleeding on Tuesday, and that night she left against medical advice. She came back Wednesday still bleeding and said, maybe I do need to be seen. So we readmitted her, and we were talking her through everything, and she disappeared. Yeah, right. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Why call 911 for a situation like that? Why not just try to call, I don't know, Brittany? Or how about calling her emergency contact? You know, how about doing something like that? See, that sounds too damn civilized. What I think happened here, fam, is the nurse was feeling herself. She was being arrogant like so many people in that profession are. If you don't listen to what they got to say, they get angry, especially if you're black. Don't ask no questions. You just sit there and you do what we tell you to do. The Warren Police Chief Eric Merkel, in his statement, he basically said, look, the prosecutor's office decides whether or not to prosecute. We just take a look at the case and we send it to them. That's it. But guess what? Y'all asses should have never sent them the case in the first place. If you wouldn't have sent it to them, they wouldn't have had nothing to prosecute. So don't try to throw a rock and hide your hands. Don't try to act like your hands is clean, because they're not. City Councilman Ken McPherson, he said that if this is your family member, would you want this kind of tragedy to end with prosecutorial felony? Ken Rucker was the other city councilman. So Ken McPherson, Ken McPherson and Helen Rucker were the only two so far that's got enough damn sense to see this for what it is. This is a tragedy. This is a tragic case of a woman who lost her child, who miscarried. And to add insult to injury, she's being pushed around and beaten down by the system that is supposed to protect her. We got too many real criminals running around here. Some of them on the police department, some of them working in healthcare, some of them working in the prosecutor's office. We got too many real criminals, real threats to society to be spending and wasting resources on prosecuting an innocent woman who is going through a rough patch. But you know, that's how they do around here. That's how they do. What's up, Larry? What it do? Absolutely, she should sue. Sue the hospital. Sue the police department. Sue the nurse personally. Sue her ass. Sue the nurse. And sue their kids. Sue the kids too. That's right. Sue the kids. It's a cold game, man. There is a GoFundMe for Brittany Watts. Let's see where, I'm trying to see if there's a link here. I don't see a link, but there is a GoFundMe. If you type in her name, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Brittany Watts. Brittany is spelled Brittany. Yeah. Brittany Watts. Watts. The abuse of a corpse statute clearly was not written with pregnancy-related conduct in mind. Typically, when you think of abuse of a corpse, it's a dead person and somebody is, abusing, a corpse, something that has an individual that have lived at some point, whether it be a day or 100 years. But the baby never had life. Well, you can't even call it a baby. It was a fetus. Never experienced life outside of the womb. Stillbirth has been in the crosshairs of these abortion wars forever. And, when you get these uncivilized mutts just try to make a name for themselves and just sometimes they have implicit biases and they just don't like certain people or whatever, they just play God and they just charge or not charge. Just charge. They got the power to charge or just not charge. It's whatever. It's however they feel. It's whatever they feel on a particular day. So Warren, if you want to know, fam, is about 60 miles outside of Cleveland. This is where it went down at. Warren. Let me tell y'all something, fam. You people out there in Warren. I'm sure there's some good people out there. So I want to make sure I don't broad stroke this. But for you uncivilized mutts, we don't know Warren. We're not familiar with Warren, Ohio. We should not become familiar with Warren, Ohio. Our first experience should not be something like this. If you want people to know the city, the town, then it should be something good. Bring some good attention to Warren, because a lot of small towns have a lot of issues already. And you got these uncivilized mutts in charge that's making y'all look bad. Mike Nice, what up? Tyree Broomfield. Tara Martin. Judge Dreads. God Cheese. God Cheese. God Cheese TV. What up? Maureen Stein. What's up, Maureen? All right, fam, that's my time. That's my time. But listen. Warren. People of Warren. Like I said, I'm sure some people out there that's good. I'm sure there's some good people out there. But for the rest of you uncivilized mutts, your mama should be embarrassed and your daddy should have pulled out. No more talk.